Hello guys, we're back. This is part 3. Not even sure I'll put all these out, but if I do, this is part 3. The war is now in its final moments. Looks like Goblins out on top. We will carry on with the Town Hall 9. Fresh hits. Train heavy 2. Air. Seem to start off a few of these with air. I've got a beer now because it's afternoon. Sunday. The NFL is back. I don't get to watch that much because I'm in the UK. Who's going to win this year? Who knows? Queen Charge in from the south. Baby Dragon done some serious work to keep her going in the right direction. Gonna get 2 air defense quite easily here. Kill a Tesla. That jump spell is gonna get the queen right into the core, really. Should probably get the enemy queen and the CC from this. CC all loons. So poison should deal with the bulk of that. As long as she gets a shot on each one, it's fine. Rip CC. So queen's going to get stuck on a wall. Expect king, or not even king. We'll go straight to the air portion. So anti-clockwise deployment. Defenses are fairly spread out around 3 o'clock, so loons have time to just sort of saunter in. They are going to bunch up on this sort of third air defense that he's tackling. And this haste spell is going to push them into that Wizzy Tower. It might lose a couple. There's no air defenses left at this point. And the sweeper is not alive anymore either. So we've got a Wizzy Tower locked on the queen, which means that pack of loons is perfectly safe. Aside from the fact that the enemy queen is still up and just dropping loons like flies. But she's about to get down. King was pretty much only used as cleanup. Pretty sexy. Not bad for a fresh hit. All loon CC. Interesting. As I said in part 2, good to keep a mixture of CCs. This is Schleiss versus the Homewrecker. Not sure if the Homewrecker is a male or female. Generally a term for ladies. I will keep that discussion. I'll stop there. So CC pulled 3 golems, gonna take some fire from the CC before the queen gets in. Valkyries and bowlers straight behind that. That jump spell gives access to 3 compartments. The enemy king, the second jump's gonna give access to the enemy queen and another sort of 3 compartments. Bowlers are alive and well, and the enemy king has gone across the whole base to smack down the Homewrecker queen. He's got a few loons left, 5 hogs in the bag, couple of them are on a Tesla. There's not really a lot going to stop this raid. He does have a golem stuck on a wall, which is not ideal, because that isn't going anywhere for the rest of the raid. So he's just got to send in his hogs here. Heal for those. Got loons on a Wizzy Tower that should take that out before it does too much damage to them. And now it's big structures. Schleiss destroys the Homewrecker. think we go up to 25. Juggernaut. I like this base. Few sort of dead spots. I have not seen this attack, but I heard this one was quite sexy. So Juggernaut in at 3 o'clock with a queen walk, queen charge. We'll find out in a second. Lost his archer on the builder hut, sort of at 9. That shouldn't be a problem. The CC fairly exposed. Didn't need to even deploy anything other than his queen to pull that. Poison down, rage down. Doesn't need queen's ability, which is good. And the wall breakers were in and have cut the queen a nice corner of the base to enter. From there, gonna get an expo, probably the enemy queen. Definitely got that first air defense. The expos are on air, so as an air attack goes, he does need to be a bit careful with the sort of nipple formation expos. The enemy queen's down. This is the CC wrecked. He hasn't deployed his king yet. We're about to see. So the giant ended tank for the wall breakers. They've hit a junction. That is so sexy when they hit a junction. That's actually going to get the queen around. King has come into the trash portion of the base down at 6 o'clock. And he can already start deploying his air behind that. Loon pathing gonna go straight onto the air defense from 6. External defenses can be a bit of a pain in the ass for air attacks. Sometimes people take care of them before the main loon portion, but if they all path in a straight line, it makes it quite straightforward. So he's still got 2 hounds, one's about to pop. His loons are over top of the second nipple. And the only trouble he could possibly face on this base is a Tesla farm. But he's still got his queen's ability. And about a dozen loons left. This was sexy. This was fairly early on in the war, I believe. He's got nearly every pup left up. And no need to fast forward. I'll show 2 more fresh 9s. And that'll end this little adventure. We're back to 3 golems and hogs. 1 baby dragon, a loon, only 8 whizzies. Slightly smaller funnel than normal. Here's what I was saying, sometimes you take care of those external defenses. That loon didn't quite make it, but it was trying to get rid of that mortar just in case that sort of golem at 3 o'clock felt like going for a walk. But everything has stayed sort of where it was supposed to. Forget wall breakers, we can jump in. That's actually with that sort of lane of air defense, Wizzy Tower, storage, air defense. Things have a chance to get far enough into the base. The bowlers are going to wreck most of the CC, barring that baby dragon, which the queen and the poison take care of. With the bowlers, a couple of walks south. The rest have done their job and cut through the core. The golems are out front with the king, and that second jump spell is going to get the king straight onto the enemy queen as soon as she aggroes. The bowlers are actually tanking the queen at this point. And now it's hogs onto Teslas and external defenses. No spells, still has the ability. Virtually on cleanup. It's quite cool base. Didn't stand up too well to a fresh attack, but it didn't have massive flaws, just quite a nice raid by Carnage. Sip of beer. One more. Who will we have alive? Juicy on Crux. I'll stick to the task. UGP or upside down HGP, TM, prominent member in the GGIP family, and I still don't know how to say his name, which is quite sad. I apologise. So, bit of a go-va-ho. Do I actually see any go? I'm not sure I do. There might be one in the CC. I reckon the queen's just going to make the funnel. Go in with the king and the valks and probably some bowlers. A jump on this base, probably over top of that Wizzy tower near the nippled expo, will give access to just about everything. Who knows where he's going to go in. Does have minions clearing trash on the outside. Always a good idea to start clearing trash as early as possible. At this point, he has taken out 33% of the base and has not really deployed anything yet. Nothing of substance. Queen will walk around. She's going to take out the nippled expo. Hoggin just to pull the CC. Here come the Valks. I used to call this the CC of death, but people seem to have adapted as they do in Clash. As he probably loses his queen. No. But the ability was needed. So he's going to get like 50% of the base with that first part of the attack. King with Valks and some hogs. Lost quite a few Valks to spring traps. But his queen's still on full health. King going to use the ability to push through that sort of last compartment that had proper defenses in it. Now it's just a Tesla farm. And he had a pile of hogs. Still a Valk up in there and some Wizzies. Heal spell keeps everything up. The only danger is that Wizzy tower. Everything's going to track back to that. Sexy. So that's it. 7 minutes left. This looks like possibly the final score is not going to change too much. They can't catch GG now. Either way, it was a fantastic weekend war. Good fun. I will cover the top attacks, but they probably won't be out for another day. So until then, smash Town Hall 9s. See you in the next one.